Hello students. Did you have a question?
Yes, Professor Urlacher. You seem to complain a lot about how hard the social sciences are.
Yes. I have noticed that too. You keep complaining that every situation is different, so it is hard to develop useful theories.
Well students, this is something I have been wrestling with since last week Thursday, when an anonymous reviewer told me my research was crap because I did not include a control variable for territorial conflicts in my analysis of Civil War negotiations.
Wow. Your research sounds really interesting.
That is the most exciting topic I have ever heard of. That reviewer must be a jerk.
Yes. But still, control is a very important part of good social science research.
What is control?
Well, control is a strategy for dealing with a world where cases may be very different. It is often hard to know if an outcome such as the success or failure of negotiations is the result of systematic patterns, or if an outcome is the result of differences from one case to another. Because cases are not identical, we cannot say that negotiations failed in one case because of poor mediation but succeeded in another because mediators were more effective. It might be mediators, but it might be any number of other differences between the two cases.
Can't you just do an experiment like my professor in psychology does with his students?
No. It is not ethical to make students fight civil wars, not even if I offer bonus points. I could make rats or large mice fight civil wars. That is not unethical. But rats do not respond well to mediation.
So without the ability to do randomized, double-blind experiments like in the real sciences, how can you achieve control?
One strategy is to compare cases that are nearly identical.
But, did you not say that every situation is different?
Yes. Yes, I did say that. But we can still try to study groups of cases that are somewhat similar. For example, we could study countries in the same region. We could study different parts of a single country. We could study cities on opposite sides of arbitrary political borders. These strategies would help make our cases seem more similar.
That does not seem like a very good strategy.
No. No, it is not. That is why many people employ statistical control.
What is statistical control?
Statistical control involves looking at a large number of different cases. We then use a statistical technique called regression. With regression, we can isolate the effect of different variables. By looking at many variables at once, we can study a relationship between variables while controlling for the other variables.
Is statistical control better than selecting similar cases?
Probably not.
So, if statistical control only controls for the variables included in a regression model, and if it is not possible to find two cases that are perfectly similar, how do you achieve control?
I read a lot and pay attention to what others have found to be important. Then I control for variables I think are important. Then anonymous reviewers tell me that my research is crap. Then I control for the variables the reviewer thinks are important. Then I get published.
Really?
That is it?
Well, I also complain about the challenge of achieving control in the social sciences. I complain loudly.